I am in paradise on earth. No fooling. This is where everybody dreams of being, including me. And bless my soul, here I am. The temperature is perfect, the breeze is fresh, the sky is cloudless, and I would call it a heavenly blue, except the water is even more glorious, living, deep shade of blue, and so clear that I can see coral and neon-colored fish 100 feet down through the bottom of our glass-bottom boat. Yeah, the proverbial glass-bottom boat, and I'm in it. This is by far the most beautiful and peaceful place I've ever been. And that's not all. People are waiting on us hand and foot. We're on an unnamed island for a catered meal. Caterers, here in the tropics. My wife says to stop calling it catered. Just call it a picnic. Don't put on airs. They're bringing our lunch. I tell her, but darling, whoever brought caviar, pâté, shrimp and steak, chicken, lobster, and ribs and sorbet and good things I can only imagine on a picnic? There isn't even an ant for hundreds of miles. No ants. This is paradise. I call her darling when we're down here. I'm telling you, just being here makes me feel 15 years younger. It must be the sunlight. Golly, they won't believe my tan when I get back to the city. I look like a sun-bronzed god. You see how easy it is to get carried away? This is the second time I've been here, if you can believe it. The first time was for our honeymoon, which is another reason to call her darling. She is my darling here. I really do feel like a kid again. The company sends us somewhere every year. Rio, Cancun, Las Vegas, that wasn't much. Profits were down that year. Honolulu, and here. Here is an island in the Caribbean, Saint something. Every island is named for a saint. The little one we've come to for the picnic must be named for the unknown saint. Everyone's a saint down here. One more reason to think of it as paradise. Yep, this is paradise, and the way I see it, I've earned it. If the company thinks I've earned it, then I've earned it. Hard to believe, but I've been with this one now for 17 years. The thing is, it's changed hands. A lot of shake-ups. So many that we don't pay attention now when we start hearing rumors. A buddy of mine who was in Vietnam said that after a while, he sort of got used to incoming fire, the rockets and mortars. You still took cover, but you didn't get flustered. That's the way it's been with the company. The first time we were bought, it was by a British concern, and there were going to be all these big changes. You know the drill. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Basically, some heads rolled. I got a nice promotion and a bigger territory. That was fine with me, except for the traveling, which I could do without. Then we were bought by a company in the Netherlands, then by some French conglomerate, and this latest time, it was, who else, the Japanese. The way I look at it, this must be a pretty good company if everybody wants to own it. It's funny, 17 years with the same company, and I feel like I've been around. The way we got out to this unnamed island, I don't call it deserted. Deserted sounds like somebody left it. Unnamed gives it that feeling like we're the ones to discover it. We sailed out here on catamarans. Holy smoke. I honest to God felt like we were flying, swooping down like seagulls, low over the waves. What a thrill. What a beautiful ride out. 2 hours. Incredible. Then we went snorkeling for an hour or so. The most beautiful world you've ever seen down there. Silent, like an art gallery come to life. Now we're on shore and I'm drinking a cold imported beer. I'm reminded of the beer commercial where one guy says, "It doesn't get any better than this." I tell my wife if I could put time in a bottle, I would bottle this. It's paradise, I tell her. We're Adam and Eve. No ants. No snakes.